Hello there and welcome to ABC Interactive English. I'm Mike.
And I'm Penny.
And welcome back to our Trends unit for this month. We're taking a look at Netflix, the streaming service that is taking the world by storm. And as it says in our title, changing the way we watch TV.
Okay, in part one of the unit, which we read yesterday, we took a look at a dialogue between two friends as they talked about Netflix. Riva had recently signed up for Netflix, and she liked the fact that it and other streaming services allow her to watch TV shows when she wants and as much as she wants. She doesn't have to wait for a week to go by to see the new episode of a show like she used to with regular TV.
And her friend Mark, he liked the fact that he could pause the show to go pee.
Huh? What?
Well, it was one of the things that was new for him. Actually, Mark liked the same things that Reba liked, but he was kind of new to the whole idea, and so the pause button on Netflix was something that he thought was useful, and it is useful. But anyway, let's move on to today's article. For the next two parts of the Trends unit, we'll be reading a story that gives us some of the history of Netflix. It wasn't always a streaming service, you know. It's going to be pretty interesting for us here in Taiwan, where Netflix is fairly new, and it could also be a little bit surprising. Things have changed a lot since this company first began to do business.
But before we get to that, we need to learn about the vocabulary for the day, and so let's go and do that now. 好，今天的课文要来看看网飞 Netflix 是如何起家的。现在在190多个国家都可以使用 Netflix， 而且有超过1.67亿人购买它的服务哦。那它的服务有包含 DVD 出租以及电影电视剧的串流服务。我们先来看单字 rent。Rent 在课文里面是当名词来表达出租或是租用，在 rent 后面加 al 变成 rental， 可以用来形容出租的租用的。那我们用 rent 来造句 All of these wedding dresses are for rent. All of these wedding dresses are for rent. 这些所有的婚纱都是出租用的。好，课文接着提到 Netflix 是由两个非常聪明的商人在1997年创办。那一开始呢是从 DVD 影音光碟起家，民众呢就从官网上面挑选电影， Netflix 就会在当天把 DVD 寄给顾客。那他们有7天观赏期，看完之后只要把它放回邮信封寄回去就可以了。这边有3个单字 businessman， 它是指商人，是个名词。特别注意它的复数形不是在字尾加 s， 而是把这个 man 改成 men。 好，例如 He was a businessman before he became a politician. He was a businessman before he became a politician. 在他成为政治人物之前，他是一位商人。下一个单字 ship 有船的意思，可是在课文里面是当动词来表达运送。例如 Your order will be shipped within 3 days. Your order will be shipped within 3 days. 您订购的商品将会在3天之内运送寄出。最后一个单字 slide 是动词，表示滑动或是滑行，它也可以表达使什么滑动的意思。那么动词3态是 slide, slid, slid。 举例来说 He carefully slid the key into the lock and turned it. He carefully slid the key into the lock and turned it. 他小心翼翼地把钥匙滑进钥匙孔，并且转动它。好，那么现在看完单字例句，我们来读课文吧。
Netflix has taken the world by storm. It's now available in over 190 countries, and over 167 million people pay for its services. They include DVDs for rent and movies and TV shows on demand.
Explanation 1.
Okay, so the article for today begins by giving us a good description of what things are like for the folks down at Netflix right now in the 2020s. It says, Netflix has taken the world by storm. It sure has. It's only been available here in Taiwan for a few years, but it kind of seems like everyone has it, and they also have their own favorite TV shows on Netflix.
Right, and there are even Netflix shows that are made here in Taiwan by talented Taiwanese people. It's not just Hollywood stuff, that's for sure. And we can see that we have our first grammar point in the sentence, so let's find out more about with our good friend Daphne.
大家好，我是 Daphne。今天的第一则文法是 take 加名词加上 by storm， 意思是在点点点大获成功，风靡征服。take 在这里是及物动词，意思是席卷，三态是 take、took、taken。by storm 则是副词片语，意思是暴风式地，强而猛烈地。合在一起 take 加名词加上 by storm。就是风靡点点点，例如 The movie took London by storm， 这部电影风靡伦敦。
Okay, let's keep reading. So Netflix has taken the world by storm, right? And as we read on, we get an idea of exactly what that means. It says, it's now available in over 190 countries, and over 167 million people pay for its services. Oh my gosh, that's incredible. 190 countries? There are only around 200 countries in the world, so basically you can get Netflix just about everywhere you go.
Except for North Korea.
Right, that's probably a country that doesn't have Netflix.
Yeah, too bad for them. So Netflix is basically available everywhere, and lots of people like it. But you might be surprised to learn that Netflix isn't just about streaming TV shows and movies. It might be like that here in Taiwan, but in other countries they have other services. We read, they include DVDs for rent and movies and shows on demand. Okay, the movies and shows on demand is what we get here, but does Netflix still rent DVDs?
I guess they still do. 课文提到说 Netflix 的服务呢，有包含影碟出租以及电影和电视剧的这种视频点播服务。那么文中这个 on demand 就表示视频点播服务。那我们要先休息一下哦。Okay, it's break time, and after the break, we'll learn about Netflix's DVD rental service. And we'll also find out that it's actually not too surprising. After all, renting DVDs was how Netflix got started in the first place.
Wow, cool. So come back and find out all about that.
Two very smart businessmen created Netflix in 1997. They started with DVDs. Americans can pick a movie from the company's website. Netflix then ships it to them that same day. Customers can hang on to the DVD for 7 days. Then they just slide it into the return envelope and drop that in the mail.
Explanation 2.
Okay, we're back, and so now let's go back to the beginning and find out how this whole Netflix thing started.
Okay, and get that information in our next sentence, which tells us two very smart businessmen created Netflix in 1997. Wow, that's more than 20 years ago. I had no idea it was that old. The internet was just starting to become really popular around that time, right?
That's right. And Netflix was one of the first companies to really succeed in that first internet business boom. And that was because of a very simple but brilliant idea. We read, they started with DVDs. They were doing the same thing that all of those old DVD and video rental stores like Blockbuster were doing, except Netflix did it online. The next sentence says, Americans can pick a movie from the company's website. So it would be like ordering something on Amazon, except instead of buying it, You are just renting it for a few days.
And also, like Amazon, they did most of their business through the internet and then by mail. We read, Netflix then ships it to them that same day. So your movie would arrive about a day later, I guess. So you have to wait a bit, but you don't have to go to the local store. That saves some time.
Right. And I also remember from the days of video rental stores, if you wanted to watch a really popular new movie, the local store usually wouldn't have any copies available, especially on the weekend. They'd all be gone. The Netflix service, though, probably had thousands of copies of each popular movie, so most customers could be able to get what they want. That must have been great for people.
Yeah, 刚刚我们谈到以前像有这种百视达 Blockbuster 这一类的影音出租店，那么 Netflix 一开始也是从影音光碟起家的哦，它是让民众在官网上面挑选电影，然后接着会在当天把这个 DVD 寄给顾客。那么 Mike 老师刚刚提到说，在网络开始普遍的时候，这种网络新兴行业快速发展的浪潮当中 ，Netflix 算是一间很成功的公司。老师用到 boom B-O-O-M 这个字可以用来表达激增。繁荣迅速发展。Okay, let's pause here for our second grammar point.
第二则文法是 that same day， 意思是当天、同一天，为时间副词片语。例如 Harry popped the question last Valentine's Day and got married that same day. 哈利去年情人节求婚，求完当天就结婚了。
Okay, we're back. So, Netflix started back in the late 1990s as a DVD rental store that did business on the internet. People would order the movies they wanted to watch, and then the DVD would arrive the next day in the mail.
Well, it was a great way for people to get the movies they want without having to drive to the store and possibly be disappointed because the local place didn't have the movie available. So let's read on to find out more about Netflix's original business. The next sentence says, customers can hang on to the DVD for 7 days. Okay, I think the old stores only let you keep them for 2 or 3 days, right?
Yeah, and sometimes only for 1 day if it was a really popular new movie. You had to take that movie back the next day. And if you didn't take it back, people like Blockbuster, they would charge you more money. If you kept forgetting to bring that movie back, it could end up being quite expensive. All right, one final grammar point for us, and then we can come back to finish things off.
第三则文法是 somebody hangs on to something， 意思是某人保留某物。hang 在这里是不及物动词，悬吊的意思。三态是 hang hung，后方以副词 on 继续修饰，合在一起 hang on， 字面意思就是继续悬着，引申指握住不放，后方再用介系词 to 引出握住不放保留的东西。例如 Jarvis hung on to all of his diaries， 贾维斯把所有日记都保存下来。
So Netflix DVD rental customers had 7 days to watch the movies that they had rented. But then what? Well, the final sentence tells us then they just slide it into the return envelope and drop that in the mail. 好像 Netflix 租 DVD 的顾客呢，有7天观赏期，看完之后呢，顾客只要把 DVD 放回这个回邮信封，把它寄回去就可以了。文中用到 return envelope 就是回邮信封。So Netflix gave you an envelope with a stamp on it, so you don't have to pay to send it back. Just put the DVD in the envelope it comes with and find a mailbox. That's actually a really cool idea.
It is, isn't it? And that's probably why Netflix still offers this old service in some places. but I'm pretty sure that most people are using Netflix the way we are here in Taiwan these days. Not as a DVD rental service, but as an online streaming service. And that's the side of Netflix that we will be learning about tomorrow. We hope you can join us. Until then, bye-bye. Netflix, changing the way we watch TV.
Netflix has taken the world by storm. It's now available in over 190 countries, and over 167 million people pay for its services. They include DVDs for rent and movies and TV shows on demand. Two very smart businessmen created Netflix in 1997. They started with DVDs. Americans can pick a movie from the company's website. Netflix then ships it to them that same day. Customers can hang on to the DVD for 7 days. Then they just slide it into the return envelope and drop that in the mail.
Everybody, 欢迎来到一混淆字大解析 I am Holly.
Welcome everybody, I'm Shane. Confusing words.
So what are the confusing words today?
Today we have the words climate,
Climate,
and weather.
weather. OK, 这两个差在哪里呢？第一个
Climate, I think it's like what the weather is like somewhere always, like for a long period of time.
OK， 所以它比较像是一个地方长期可能会有的什么样的气候。
Yeah. So for example, you could ask somebody, what's the climate like in South America?
哦，南美洲的气候如何呢？
Right, is it hot? Is it cold? Is it very humid? Like
Yeah.
that kind of thing. Now weather is more like day to day.
比较像是你今天起床，哎，今天的天气怎么样？明天的天气又不一样，后天的天气又不一样。
Right, so
对，
for example, the weather was terrible when we were on vacation.
我们度假的时候天气很差。
Simple, right? Not confusing at all.
Not confusing.
If you're still confused, we still have live action.
Yes, so let's get into it.
Let's do it. So, will you be traveling to Taipei this weekend? Let's take a look at the weather report from Rainy Chen. Hello, Rainy. What's the weather going to be like?
Hello, Ron. Do you like a dry, cool climate? Do you hate sweating and getting a sunburn? Then don't come to Taipei.
I have heard that the climate in Taiwan is pretty wet and hot. Is the weather really going to be that bad this weekend?
Let's take a look at the 3-day weather forecast. It will be 37 to 40 degrees every day. It will be sunny in the mornings, but there will be afternoon thunderstorms every day.
Wow, that is not my type of weather. I'll be wet from sweat and rain.
Well, Taipei's climate isn't for everyone, but it's a beautiful city with lots to enjoy. So if you prepare yourself for hot and rainy weather, you can still have a great time.
That's true. Preparation is the key to traveling to a different climate. Thanks, Rainy. Now on to sports with Sporty Chen. Hello, Sporty. Hello, Sporty. Can you hear me? Looks like we're having technical difficulties. Let's take a short break.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny， 又到我们1分钟的单元喽。那我们今天用1分钟的时间来复习4个单字，同学们您都准备好了没？1分钟计时，开始。第一个单字呢，它可以表达出租或是租用，它有租金的意思哦。这个字叫做 rent。我们可以用 for rent 来表达这个是可租用的，是有提供出租的。像 these bikes are for rent， 这些脚踏车是提供租用，是出租用的。第二单字呢是商人。商人就是生意人嘛，我们生意是 business， 然后再加人 man 合在一起 businessman 就是商人。那我们复数是把 man 改成 men 变成 businessman。OK， Sam's brother is a successful businessman。 Sam 的哥哥是一位成功的商人。第3单字它可以指船，不过我们在这边要表达运送的意思，它是当动词叫做 ship。Ship, your product will be shipped soon. 你的商品很快就会寄出哦。第4单字是滑，指什么滑动的意思，这字叫 slide。它的动词三态 slide, slid, slip. She slid a letter under the door. 她把一封信塞进门缝里，就是让信从门缝滑进去。好，太好啦！我们这1分钟之内刚刚好复习完4个单字哦。同学们表现很棒，记得还是要多多复习，多多造句练习，才不容易忘记。我们下次见，拜拜。